Welcome back. This is Andy House with the GameHaus team. I'm just showing off a couple of the really nice proxies that I just picked up from Ron via the Reddit MTG bootleg subreddit on Reddit. I'm just kind of showing off some of the actual cards versus some of the, obviously fake proxy cards, and I just want to give you a sense of like how close some of them are and how some off are. But just want to show again the really great quality some of these things are coming along too. First, I just want to show a couple that are obviously just terrible. I'm not even going to take this one out of the sleeve. The one on the left is the real metal worker. The one on the right is obviously the fake. You can see straight up that the white in the text is terrible. Even on the bottom, terrible, very thin, very light. So not much else to go there. Otherwise, it's pretty kind of cool looking, but very dark. I want to go check in real fast on the Phyrexian Obliterator. This is the real one. But I thought these looked pretty dang good, pretty dang close. A little bit, the one on the right's a little bit more red. And I think, the set symbol is a little bit kind of funk off. So again, a little bit off, not the best, but it is what it is. I can definitely feel like this one on the left is so shiny, and then this one on the right, this is the real one, is the not as glossy and super shine. Now I just want to show real quickly what these two would look like side by side. A different, same protector, a little bit matte kind of. You can get a little bit more matte from Ultra Pro, but I know other people. But look how tight they are. The real one is like a little bit loose, a little bit more red around it, and the fake one just fits a little bit too snug. So it's still actually the same size. It's just like this one, the shiny one's a little bit thicker on the card stock. So when I put them into the actual protectors, I mean, if you were to take them out and try to do a test, obviously someone might call you out if you're in a game and say, what the heck is this, man? So these are just some things to just kind of keep an eye on. So just FYI, and kind of slippery to kind of pull out. But yeah, other than that, the real one's this one. So we'll just take that out. I've got a Jace the Mind Sculptor right here. Obviously the wrong additions, but I just want to kind of show real quickly just the kind of difference. The real one here, this is from one of the later editions. It's a little bit more green. The fake one here, it's pretty nice. It looks actually a really great color, very shiny and slick. And the real one, a little bit more blue, a little bit more green to it. And you can see the yellow if you see like looking at it straight at Jace. So a little bit, kind of off. But other than that, pretty dang good actually. Not too shabby. The Phantasmal Image, I'm not even gonna bother taking them out. You can see the one on the right is very light compared, and the one on the left is very like nice and good color and like just looks very obvious. Now I'm gonna try. Let's try Bitter Blossom. Now these ones are pretty dang close. I thought, obviously got this one on the right. That's the real one. The one on the left actually feels pretty dang close to it. But again, it has that kind of shine. And then look, when we look at this one, it has a lot less shine. This one's just a super gloss. You can see that right in the light. And I can feel it too. I mean, even on the back. The backs are pretty good, but again, the right one right here is a lot more vibrant, a lot more colorful. This one, the fake one, Proxy, is a lot more dull. Other than that, though, pretty cool, pretty good. I feel that the real one right here has a little bit more vibrant, more color saturation versus the fake. But that's just me, and then, a little bit of a stickler on the color. But it's pretty good. Very nice. So let's get down. I thought the Thalia Trapman was a really cool one to show because the real one, which is this one, it's definitely this one's slicker, but the real one, actually the fake one looks a lot better. I thought the quality, as far as like the black ink on here is better. The gold on the actual set symbol is a lot nicer. Again, let's try and put them together. The top one, it is what it is. But, it's very hard to tell. Again, just by the feel. And again, as I was saying in the previous video, if you're not sure, just take a couple of land cards, for example, and simply just shuffle them and just feel them for a while. Feel the texture, and you can just immediately pick it out. This is the fake one again. Look, it looks so nice. So I want to show a couple more really nice ones. I had the Cavern of Souls. So before I show you that, I have the two proxy ones here. They're from two different sets. One's from the modern set, and the other one's from the legacy set, I believe. And the colors are both a little bit different. So one's a little bit more purpley, a little bit more black, a little bit more. The other one's a little bit more vibrant. That's the one on the left, I think. So if I put all three together, again, I can straight up just feel the quality. I mean, the fake ones, the proxies are very, very slippery. The real one's this one on the side. But like, look, let's just take a look. Very close to color. And even this one's okay. The next one I'm going to show you is really, really good. Like this one, like the colors look pretty dang good. Actually, I like the one that's the fake one more. Actually, the colors are much nicer there, to be honest. And one of the things that's kind of dead giveaways. The set symbols, the little tap symbols on the real one, it's a little bit lighter than the other one. So, just some little things to kind of keep your eyes open and keep an eye out for. But again, like the dead giveaways that these are very slick, and they feel a lot thinner than the actual real cards. So just a couple of things to keep an eye out. I mean, again, the real cards are really nice, but some of these new proxies, like these reprints, they look so much nicer, better color, and just generally prettier, I think. Now, the doubling season, I want to show that one off. Again, very obvious. The slick one's on the left, the fake one's on this side. The green's a little bit off, but other than that, though, it looks pretty good. I mean, again, there's sometimes you get some really awful prints, and the real one on the right, it has a little bit more saturate, a little bit more like lightness going to it, like more yellows, more greens, a little bit more vibrancy to the color. The one on the left is a little bit just kind of dull, like it's missing that. It didn't get a good enough bump of the yellow when it went on the press. But on that, pretty nice. So just want to put that away correctly. Cool. Okay, that's nice. And again, these are pretty easy to tell which ones are fake. Now, these two thought seizes, one's from Modern, one's from the Legacy bunch. I think this is the Modern one. Very different look. I mean, the Modern, I think this is the Modern one. One's like very light on the black, and the other one's like pretty true black. In fact, it actually kind of feels a little bit more like a card, so I'm going to be very careful with this one. I'm going to keep this one on the side. It still has a little bit of a sheen to it, a little bit of a gloss feel. The one right here on the right, it's not so glossy, but I mean, as far as like colors go, they look pretty good. And if I were to bet, I would say, I mean, I couldn't really tell the difference, to be honest. And I was to put these into two different into holders. Again, this is the fake ones right here. I would say that you couldn't even tell the difference. Like, look. Again, look how these fit in. These are Ultra Pro. I think this is the matte backing. Again, they're not KMC. They're not doing the double fit, and I should, but it's definitely an obviousness to like. And again, the cards are the same size, but they're a little bit thicker, the fake ones, and that's why they're kind of filling up this like plastic a little bit more, I think. Now again, they look pretty good. You could kind of chalk it up like I don't know what happened, but like look, the set symbol's a little bit less goldy for the fake and a little bit more goldy for the real. It's just small subtleties, but again, like on the protectors, I couldn't tell the difference. They look so genuine, so real. I honestly could not figure out what's wrong with this if I didn't know any better without taking the card out. And that's one of the things I'd like to also just mention. If you're trading, always take the card out of the sleeves. Just give it a one-time over, a few time overs even. So I want to show you guys some other cool ones. We got the Celestial Colonnade. And actually, I think this Celestial Colonnade, this is the real one, obviously, and this is the fake. The only difference, really, is like, the shininess of this fake one. But, like, the color on the fake one looks way better than even, like, the good one, the real one. And in all honesty, like, I couldn't really tell you the difference between the two just looking at them. I mean, again, the feel, they fit over each other just fine. I just feel that, it's just really kind of coming along. Really nice pieces of, cardboard, obviously. I know which ones are mine because mine have a little bit gunk on them. These ones look a little bit too clean. But again, like, just the vibrancy of the colors, you can just see it straight up. So, really kind of cool stuff that's coming through. But again, if you kind of put them in protectors, you may be able to get away. Would I use it at a very high level event? Hell no. But if I was just kind of hanging out with friends or playing that F&M, probably not going to get too much trouble. Now, this is the Aether Vial. The fake one on the right, I don't know if that set symbol is like a little bit funkier off. It looks totally... First, it looks dark. Doesn't have the right brightness on there. It doesn't even look like the same size on it. So it looks kind of weird. The other thing that kind of took me off is like I thought that the font on this, like, Looks like they used a little bit too much of a bold on here. If you can kind of look at this font right here. The real one's on the top and the fake one's on the bottom. I feel like they just kind of use a little bit too much bold, like they increase the stroke a little bit too much there. So that's just kind of like little weird things. Other than that, color looks pretty okay. I mean, the real one on here has a lot more vibrancy. The one in the fake is much darker, obviously. When I play with it, I'm sure someone would not notice it right off the bat unless they're looking at these kind of cards every day, all day. So I want to get into some of the ones that seem like they're pretty dang close. Like, I mean, I could have easily been fooled. Got the real Max Diamond here in my left. And then I got the fake one, which is pretty good. Again, it's got shine, but I think over time, I mean, you might not feel it. Again, I can tell which one's this because this one's a little bit worn, and I have some gunk and goobers on it from when I was a kid. So on this side, it's different. But, I mean, they look so dang close. It's a little bit darker, obviously, but even side by side, if you're not paying attention, this fake one right here looks great. Look at where it says Dan Fraser on there. It's very, very, very white compared to the original. The one on the bottom is the real one. The one on the top is the fake one. So like they're very close, but if you had it in real life, I think you might be able to see it a little bit better than you're seeing it right now. But again, very, very close. Even the set symbols look really good. I almost couldn't even tell. I mean, they look really, really nice. So again, the fake one's this one, or the real one's this one. The fake one's the one I just put down. You can kind of just tell straight up. It's really, really close, though. Really, really close. We'll take out some Grim Monolith right here. Again, these are all the cards I put in the cube. Now, the Grim Monolith, it is pretty good. And I just did that with my fingers just now because these things have a little bit of a slickness to them. So as you start touching them a lot, they get a little greasy. I don't know what the deal is. So this is the Grim Monolith. It looks pretty good. Like, even the set symbol, the hammer, looks pretty good. I mean, the one on the bottom is the real one. The one on the top is the fake. But look, I wanted to show this to you. I saw this when I was opening them up, and I don't know if you saw this. But you can see that little border line right along the black board. It seems like it didn't quite set properly on the fakes. The real ones, obviously, there's like almost none. I can barely even see it. But on the fake one, it's super obvious. So like little tiny things like that. Again, if you have the real one, it's easy. But when you look at the fake one, anything that looks kind of off, obviously that's a big issue. I mean, obviously I can tell this fake one on top got some shine, but as well, like it's a little bit lighter, like in the actual text box. So just little things like that, just kind of giveaways, and even like the color of the spire looks a little bit off. So not bad, but I wanted to show you, see if you could play with this one. They're pretty dang close. So again, the fake one's on here, and even if I mix them up, I could tell right away. So this one's actually pretty dang close as far as like the borders. They're pretty on top of each other, and it could sometimes be the cut. If I was playing this across the table, I would definitely not know. I feel like the hammer, this is the fake one, I feel like the little hammer, the set symbol, is kind of what's showing it off. It looks a little odd. But again, I'm probably not going to be like jumping in there and checking it out. The word Illustrator Chippy, get a little bit more white on the fake one versus the real one. So just like little tiny subtle differences, kind of really cool to just pick up. And I noticed as well when you pull them out of the sleeve, they're really kind of hard. They got some kind of grip on them, so it's a little bit more difficult versus the real one. I want to jump on over to the Snapcast and Mages. I've got a couple other cards here. And before I jump in there, I just want to show, I've got the modern and I've also got the legacy versions. Very nice, obviously slick. But they have really nice, vibrant colors. Like really perfect, really pretty. The only thing is that the real version, which I'm going to show you in a sec, is not as nice and vibrant and pretty. Look, we got the real one here. And this is the one I really liked. It had a really nice color. This is the fake one right here. Compared to the real one. I mean, look how much more detail the fake one has, picking up that dragon statue in the back compared to the real one. The real one just looks a little bit more faded. I mean, it's kind of sad that the real ones have more garbage quality versus these kind of fake ones, but this one's pretty good. I mean, even the set symbol looks great. The blue's really nice. I think that this one's nice, but it's a little bit too dark compared. It's a little bit giveaway. So again, the real one is on the right, and the left one is the fake. This is one. And I feel like this left one's a little bit too dark even compared to the previous one. So just another quick comparison. Both here are fake, but I really feel that the one on the right has like just a better amount of color on it to me. Like a lot more depth to like the shadows and everything. But that's just me. Everyone each their own, obviously, right? So again, here's a real Snapcaster Mage. You can tell the difference because these ones are super shiny as all get out, but you know, that's little things. I want to show the Karns. They were pretty dang cool. I thought they were nice. Again, same kind of issue as Snapcaster Mage. I feel that, and these are both, you know, one's from Modern and one's from Legacy, that the Karns are just so nice, so pretty, that the real one is just not the same level amount of like color. So here's a real one right here in the protector. Again, very nice card. These ones are obviously very real, fake. So the one on the right's the fake, one on the left's the real. Again, I just feel like you just see so much more detail in the color. The one on the left looks like a little bit more washed out. I'm looking at the background especially. The Karn looks pretty good, but on the right, you know, a little bit more shadow, but I feel like that background kind of pops out a lot more. So really nice. But this other one here, I feel like it's a lot nicer. It just has like the right amount of shadow to his body and the right amount of shadow to his back. So it's like almost this fake one's better. As far as like the set symbols go, they look pretty spot on. Honestly, I couldn't tell the difference. I thought they were nice. Again, I can feel the difference. The shiny one right here. And this is the real one. Again, one of the Tall Tales signs, I've been looking at all this. It may not seem as obvious, but the artist signature on these, they always seem a little bit more white. You're probably not going to pick it up too much in this from my camera here. So just trying to show you it, but it looks like, especially in real life, I can definitely see the difference. It's very slightly, a little bit more bold, slightly stronger stroke. So again, this is the fake one, it's the real one. It's just a slightly different stroke compared to what you're looking for. So that's one of the giveaways I've been looking at. It looks a little off. Look, this looks a little bit more subtle. This looks a little bit more not. So just kind of little weird things to kind of keep an eye out for. I'm going to show you the Blightsteel Colossus. I've seen this one shoot up in price, and I know this used to be like maybe a $10 card, and then shot up pretty quickly. Real one on the right, fake one on the left. Again, it has a slick feel, feels really shiny. Colors are pretty nice. The one on the left a little bit more purpley, but honestly, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the set symbol here is a little bit too light. The real one is on the right, and it's definitely darker. And it just feels like the one on the left is a little bit off. But look, it's very close to where it's supposed to be. It's like right on, so it's nice. I like that the real one here has, you can see that Phyrexia symbol right in the back on the text box. A lot more deeper. And I think I noticed, and maybe you guys can correct me in the comments, that the actual Phyrexia symbols in general on the artifacts are much more defined. So that's kind of a giveaway. If that's true, then that's another telltale sign that you got the right one versus the fake. So again, it's pretty dang good. They're pretty nice proxies here. Really nice quality. And then let me go through the last one here. This is the one that I thought was the most interesting. This is the Force of Will. This is the one I got in the Legacy Edition. And this is the real one, which is something I had since I was a kid. A really pretty damn good condition, I'd say. That's the real one. And I would say, like, I mean, honestly, looking at these were really awesome. Really great quality, really good color. I will say the one giveaway that, if I could say anything that's wrong, is that I think the only thing that can give this away is if you look at the 3 symbol here. The one on the top is the fake, and the one on the back is not. I feel like the one on the top, the 3 is more pronounced. It's not touching the bottom. The one on the back, obviously, the 3 is touching the bottom of that circle a little bit more. But I feel like you can really distinguish the 3 a lot better on the fake one. It looks more clear. So I don't know what you feel about that. I can definitely tell you that, you know, these are really nice. But again, the feel just gives it away. This is really kind of shiny. This is not. But, you know, just really close. Even the set symbol looks really good here. Really close. And it's hard to tell. Like, the one on the bottom, it's like, you know, the flag's got a little bit of shadow right where that folds over. But if you see on the one on the top, that shadow's like a lot less defined. Again, these are so subtle. When you're looking at these by themselves, you're probably not going to notice the difference, honestly. So, just super something to be careful about. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. If you got any questions or comments or want to see some more, please let me know. Thanks. Bye.